Nobody has told me to go home or anything like that. Maybe they're gonna start telling me now.
I've definitely seen more young people talk about politics on social media and in real life in the last few weeks than I have seen in the few years that I've been here, and that has to be positive.
They are coming up with a lot of promises which sounds a bit like cake for everybody. It sounds very cheap, the election campaign at the moment.
People like me who work night shift can go to vote and should go to vote. If the polling stations open from 6 and close at 10, there's absolutely no excuse not to vote.
In my experience working here with Romanians and other Eastern Europeans, they don't mention elections. They're aware that there's been a delay of Brexit, and all they tend to ask me is, are they going to kick us out? But they always ask that jokingly, because they tell me, of course they need us. You know, whether they're carers or nurses in hospitals or builders, they are aware that they are needed economically. And then there is another point, they are quite adaptable. They've been through crisis. Some of them have worked in Italy or Spain.
I have been feeling a lot more confident about the results of the elections recently, especially since I've got settled status. So I know that that can't affect me strongly directly. It's not like the Home Office can send me a letter saying, sorry, you can't stay here anymore.
Most of the French who live in the UK really want the British government and the British Parliament to reassure them. They want to know, in an iron-cast commitment, that they will be protected and that their rights will remain the same. So this isn't so much about what Brexit, where Brexit, how Brexit. It's about those rights. They've built their lives here, sometimes for decades. A lot of them have British families. They have contributed to their communities throughout those decades, and they expect from the general election, whatever the result is, that this contribution is recognised by the British government.
We need to move on either way. Either we stay in EU or we move out of the EU. There is definitely time to get it done because it's been dragging on for too long.
Remain or leave, and if you want to leave, then come up with a good plan. I haven't seen that. If it was a company, you would be fired.